I'd like to call to the stage a guy. What can you say about a guy that so many disgruntled, disappointed, standing in a snowbank outside a jazz club in the middle of the winter kind of girls would say, but he's our guy, Craig Nicoletti. Oh. Yay!
I don't have any material. Well, this is going to be easy because I don't have any material. This was unexpected.
You're in the program.
I'm not going to pick on any of these guys, although they pick on me constantly, but we'll leave it alone. But Uncle Joe, as he's affectionately known to me, Uncle Joe, and that's a testament to him. Everybody knows everybody in this place has nicknames like Bricks and Vicky Pills, and we won't explain that one. But this is Uncle Joe. There's no nickname for him, just Uncle Joe. Well, that's what I call him. So when I came into the club around 4.5 years ago, I used to come here in Canale suits, $2,000 suits. I met Uncle Joe and Antonio and Emil and Philippe, and they welcomed me into their card game, the executive card game. All the other fazools were upstairs. I got to hang out down here with the big time guys. And and after, for the first year, I hung out. I played cards with these guys every night. Used to wear $2,000 suits, pretty expensive liquor. And after knowing Uncle Joe for a year, I wear pennies, flip-flops, cheap whiskey, and I hang out with the fazools upstairs. So, thanks, Uncle Joe. But I love Uncle Joe, and I don't know if people are aware of it, but you know he's getting up there in years. He looks great. He looks phenomenal. He's in the peak of health, but he's getting older. And he's one of the oldest guys in the club. And I don't know if you're aware of this, but he's so old, his social security number is 1. And they found carbons of Uncle Joe in caves recently in Mexico. And he's so old.
How old is he?
When God said, "Let there be light," Uncle Joe said, "Not now, I'm sleeping." No, and all kidding aside, we went on a nice trip a couple of weeks ago. We went to the Museum of Natural History in the city, and we had a wonderful time. Uncle Joe and I, we walked around all day. And as we were trying to leave, the security guards kept telling him to get back in the display. So his birth certificate was written in hieroglyphics. And also he sat next to Jesus in the 3rd grade. All kidding aside though, I love Uncle Joe. I can't really say any bad things about him. He's slipping a little bit though lately as he's getting older. We were on a flight to Vegas last year, just Uncle Joe and I. And as most of you know, planes have 4 engines nowadays, or at least that's what they told me. So we get settled in, we're on the flight, we take off, we're having a couple of glasses of Jack Daniels, we're having a nice time. Pilot comes on, 10 minutes into the flight, he says, "We just lost the first engine. The flight's going to be delayed around a half hour or so because we have to do some maneuvering and things." I look at Uncle Joe, I said, "Are you nervous?" "No, I'm fine, give me another drink." Having a good time. 20 minutes later, the pilot comes on again. He goes, "We just lost the 2nd engine. We're going to be delayed around an hour." Uncle Joe, "Is that a problem?" "No, I'm okay." I'm like, we still got 2 engines left, we're good. A little while later, the pilot comes on again. He says, "We just lost engine number 3. We're going to be delayed an hour and a half." Uncle Joe, unfazed, golden. I had a drink, he had a drink. A little while later, the pilot comes on, he goes, "We just lost the 4th engine." Uncle Joe stands up, "We're going to be up here all fucking day long." So I'm worried about it, the buts. But Uncle Joe, you know I love you to death. You're one of my favorite guys here in the club, and I consider it an honor to be your friend.
Backdoor men here. Oh.
Thank you, Craig Nicoletti. That was really, really great. Your 10:30 date called. He's going to be late. We'd like to bring to you